Section 2.4 covers some algebraic thinking. It introduces us to a bunch of properties that deal with algebra to help us solve problems. So what this is asking us to do is to justify each step. We're going to take the problem 3x plus 2 equals 23. Minus 4x. That is given to us. So the reason we write that down is it's given. You can look through the example that shows this solution. I'm going to try to do it briefly. So we're going to add 4x to both sides. Okay, that's the addition property of an equality. So we're using the addition property, meaning that if we add something to one side and add it to the other, we basically have the same equation. We're going to simplify that now. 7x plus 2 equals 23. So that was simplify. We're going to go ahead and subtract 2 from both sides. And that's the subtraction property. And again, we're going to write 7x equals 21. And again, simplifying. And then we're going to divide by 7. That's the division property. And we end up with x equals 3. And that is the solution. Again, this will be written out. They'll talk in words and then the reason as they go through that. So we have another problem here. We're going to take negative 5 times quantity 7w plus 8 equals 30. That's given to us. We're going to multiply by 5, negative 5. We get negative 35w minus 40 equals 30, and that's the distributive property. Okay. Again, we're going to add 40 to both sides of the equal sign. That's the addition property. We end up with negative 35w is equal to 70. We're going to divide by negative 35, and that's the division property. And we're going to get w is equal to negative 2. Your assignment for this section is going to be actually different properties. I think if I remember right, it will have a table showing the properties, and then you do a drag and drop to get the specific ones. So 3 other things: a reflexive property, a symmetric property, and a transitive property. These will be used quite a bit in what we do. So if you're looking at numbers, the reflexive property just says if you have A, that it's equal to A. If you have a segment AB, it's equal to itself. Angle measures, if you have a measure of angle A, it's equal to itself. The symmetric property says if you have 2 variables, A equals B and B equals A, all you're doing with the symmetric property is you're reversing the order. The transitive property is one that we'll use quite a bit. in that if you have AB is equal to BC, then you can say that the B's drop out and the A is equal to C. Um, Example 4 shows using these properties um, and some postulates from before to make a proof that measure of angle 1 is or measure of angle DBA and the measure of angle EBC are the same.